This month, our guide is an angel that arrives in a season of transition. And it's under the energy of the lunar eclipse and the corn moon. And her presence reminds us that release is not just about letting go. Albert Einstein said that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. And that's the heart of release. We don't really let go of energy. It doesn't vanish. Instead, we transform it.
This space honors all paths of connection, healing, and family, grounding ourselves in sacred teachings as we are anchored in ancient roots, ready to rise from the soil of our past. I'm Irene Stupski, here to guide you through stories, insights, and spiritual practices that will help you heal and rediscover your true belonging.
And before we dive into this month's angel, let me share why there's 3 threads of the podcast that I want to explain to you. When I speak of angels, I don't mean winged figures from paintings. These are forces of light and guidance that meet us through circumstance, synchronicity, or timing, or all 3. Adoption, it teaches us about belonging, identity, and chosen family. And while it's part of my story, the ancestors remind us that we don't walk alone, that we carry the dreams and wounds of those who came before us. And together, these 3 hold a story of remembrance, awakening to our truest self, guided by what is within, beyond, and before us. In saying that, welcome to another insightful episode of Angels, Adoption, and Ancestors. My name is Irene Stupski, and I am an author, oracle card creator, and a spiritual life coach. And I'm happy to be here sharing this with you. Each month on my podcast, we walk with a different angelic guide, one who helps us look inward, remember our soul's truth, and connect more deeply with what's unseen. The dynamic harmony with the season of nature and the angel of release appears right on time. And when we release, we're sending energy out into the universe with intention, asking it to shift into a form that will serve us better. We're not erasing the past or forgetting what happened. Instead, we can forgive, and in doing so, we change the charge of that energy. Forgiveness is about the alchemy that transforms what once felt heavy into something light. In the universe, it always responds. By the law of attraction, we release with love comes back to us, shifted, renewed, prepared to nourish us in new ways. This angelic light guide teaches us that endings are never empty. And much like the corn moon has always been a time of harvest, release asks us to gather what's ready, honor what has grown, and then prepare the soil for what's next. Think of autumn leaves. They don't simply fall and disappear. They decompose, enrich the ground, and become nourishment for new growth. And in the same way, your grief, your disappointments, or your struggles can be transformed into wisdom, compassion, and renewed strength. So when emotions rise, it's tempting to say, oh, I'll just blame it on the moon. And while there's truth in the moon's pull on our inner tides, what if we partnered with that energy instead? What if we allowed it to stir things loose so they could be released and transformed? That's the invitation of the angel of release, to use these cosmic rhythms as empowerment, to let what is heavy be composted into fertile ground, to trust that nothing is wasted. So if you like this episode, do the thing, like comment where comments are available, share the download, jump through hoops while singing, because that helps us ripple this light out further. And every action you take is a part of the circle of light expanding outward. So be sure to check out the Sacred Pause episode if you like this one, because it's a short sample of a guided meditation for presence and reflection and helps this time of year. It's perfect to pair with the Angel of Release. And if you'd like to go deeper, join me inside the Divine Angelic Guidance community, where I share many free resources to support your journey, like meditations, books, guidance, and soul practices to remind you that you're never alone in this journey. There's always someone watching over you. I'll share both those links below in the podcast description. And thanks for being a part of this sacred circle. And may you get to know the truth of who you are as you rediscover what your soul and who your soul came here to be. Remember, release it and transform, babe, because your soul's not a storage unit. It's time to let that shit go. See you next time.